Okay. Welcome to Yoga with Kat. She's by the door right now. We'll bring the feet together at the top of the mat. Stomach study, just pause here. Take a deep breath. Soften the gaze. Take another in-breath all the way down into the feet and the fingers. Exhale slow through the nose. One more good breath. Bring your palms together at the heart. Any intention you'd like to practice with today, bring that forward, and we'll take our deep breath one more time. Inhale. And exhale. We're going to go ahead and get moving. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward fold, soft knees, hands to shins to your floor. Inhale, lengthen halfway, half forward fold. Bring hands down for plank. You can be on the knees for this one or all of them. Bend the elbows in, come all the way down to the belly or hover. Inhale, lift heart, cobra. Cross it back, down dog. Or if you need to, modify, come to child's pose. Be close to your breath. Take a nice deep inhale again. And a slow exhale through the nose. One more. Find that in-breath. Lift the heels, look forward. Step through top of the mat. Feet come together again. Inhale, reach heart halfway. Half forward fold to full forward fold. Let the head go. Inhale, reach all the way up. Hands to sides or heart. Take a breath. And we'll do two more just like that. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward fold, flat back as you come down. Inhale, lift heart again, flat back. And hands down, plank. Into your push-up, floating or to the belly. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Pressing back down dog. 3 to 5 breaths. Find some space in the neck. Maybe softness in the knees. One more breath. Press through thumb and first finger to stretch the back. And inhaling, lifting the heels, looking forward, stepping through. Top of the mat, reach heart. Exhale, fold. Inhale all the way up, press down to reach up. Hands to heart or sides. One big breath here, just stand. And one more time, inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Spine halfway. Pull the low belly in, hands come down. Step back for plank. Into your push-up on your exhale. Inhale, up dog or cobra, elbows hugging in. Pressing back, down dog. 3 to 5 breaths. Pedaling feet if you like, maybe bending the knees a lot, stretching the back. So one or the other there. Maybe switching in between them. Let's lift the heels high without stepping forward. We're just going to lift them up, inhale, and sink the heels back down. Press them toward the ground. Maybe they contact the ground. And this time we'll lift heels again and step forward. Follow your breath as you come up, reach heart. Exhale to fold. Inhale, reach all the way up, press down through the feet. Extend the fingers up, hands to the sides. Take a pause. Separate the feet, hip width distance. One forward fold, lift heart. Reach it forward and down. Grabbing shins or big toes with your first two fingers inside the big toe, side lengthen the heart. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Be with your breath in and out the nose. Find your in-breath, come up halfway. Engage core, hands to hips. Inhale, rest of the way up. Bring the feet in together. Stand, one good breath. Separate the feet one more time. Spread through left toes. We're just going to step the right foot up. So get grounded in your left leg. Engage the muscles of the left leg and just step that right foot up. You're going to bring your knee right in line with the hip. Ankle in line with knee. Toes are pointing forward, a little bit up, as if you were going to land that foot onto the next step in front of you if it was there. Hands can be at the hips or the heart. Just breathe here. Soft gaze right out in front of you. On your exhale, set that right foot down. Roll out the left ankle, spread through right toes. Ground that right leg. Inhale, when you're ready, draw the core in, engage that right leg. All the muscles there. Step your left foot forward, hover. Just a few breaths. Notice if your left hip is up a little high and just let it be even with your right hip. Again, hands can be at the hips or the heart. One more breath. Step that left foot down, feet together. Roll out your right ankle if you need that. Big breath here. Let's take a vinyasa again. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lengthen halfway. Maybe looking a little bit forward or toward the top of the mat. Hands come down, plank. When you're ready, into your push-up, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Just the difference of whether the belly is on the ground or not. Press back, roll over the toes, back into down dog. 5 good breaths. From down dog, we're going to take a side plank. We're going to come forward either in full plank, feet together. You can set your right knee down, so we'll start with that softer version, extending the left arm up. Left leg can be at the ground or can extend up and out, or you can stack your feet for full side plank if you're ready for that, part of the warm-up. Breathe here. Looking up slowly, turning the head. One more breath. And drawing down, left hand down, left foot down, knee down if you're in all fours, or come to side plank. From plank, feet come together for the other side. Or again, that kickstand, you can always set it down with the left leg or pick it up. 5 breaths. And just taking your time here, wherever you are that's stable, to start to turn through the spine, looking up to the right. Another good breath, reach up, look up. Bring the right hand down, optional push-up here. If not that, setting the knees down, coming to cat-cow, moving through the spine. If you want to get nice and warm, continuing with your push-ups. Chaturanga, and then back into down dog or join in tabletop for cat-cow. From either all fours or down dog, when you're ready, come on down to child's pose. Forehead comes down. You can put a blanket or a pillow under the forehead if needed, hands. If you're able to, just let the head sink toward the ground. Center with your breath. On your in-breath, come on up, back to down dog. Two good breaths. When you're ready, step it forward again. Reach the heart. Exhale, fold. Inhale all the way up. Hands to side or heart. And again, we'll separate the feet for another forward fold. Hands to hips, lift heart, inhale. Reach it forward and down, flat back as you come down. You can repeat the grip, grabbing the toes or shins, or stand on the hands for this version. Lengthening again on the in-breath. Exhaling, folding, keeping that length, pulling shoulders away from ears, nice long neck. Just a little softness in the knees. Try to keep your knees right over your ankles, right in line with hips and ankles. Bring hands again back to the hips. Inhale, lead heart forward and up, coming up with a flat back. Feet come together again. Deep breath. And here, option to keep the feet together or separate them. We're just going to interlace the fingers behind the back, roll the shoulders open, and lift the heart. Pressing the hips forward, looking up, sending the knuckles just straight down to the ground. So for me, I feel a nice stretch in my upper shoulders with this one when I send my fingers just straight down. Rolling the shoulders open a little bit. Press into heels. Continue to breathe. Next variation is bringing the hands away from the back. So a little different stretch. Again, hips still pressing forward, heart lifting, breathe. Follow that in-breath to tuck the chin. Just come back to stand. Samasthiti, feet may come in together again. From here, let's step feet out, again, hip width distance, and step our left foot back, warrior one. Back, outer edge of your left foot firm, arms come up or to heart, if you ever need to modify that. Take some nice deep breaths, soft gaze forward or up. Back leg straight, engaged, grounded. Low belly pulling in and up, lifting the heart from that internal engagement. One more breath. From here, again, interlacing hands behind the back, rolling shoulders open. Inhale, lift heart. Exhale, forward fold. Try to keep your front knee stacked right over your ankle as you fold forward. Stay in that first variation if you need to. Stay up instead of fold. Again, you can work that stretch that we just did either way. You can send the knuckles back, or you can draw the arms up and overhead. Right shoulder can rest on the thigh or go inside the knee. Soften the neck. Work the legs. Breathe. If your arms are up in the air, let the fingers lead you all the way back up. Hands lead all the way back up to stand. Let's bring hands to hips, just step up, pause, big breath. Separate the feet, other side when you're ready, right foot steps back. Outer edge of that right foot, nice and grounded, then into front knee, warrior A, Virabhadrasana. few good breaths. Soft gaze, forward or up. If you're feeling like lifting up into a nice big back bend, feel good. Or you can stick with that, just a straight, neutral spine. Another breath. Bringing hands behind, switch your grip. So whatever is your habitual grip, switch it to the other way. And that back leg is part of your anchor here, lifting the heart. Inhale, exhale. Try to keep that front knee right over the ankle. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, fold. Left shoulder on thigh or inside. Hands stay at the low back or draw up toward the sky. Breathe. Soften the neck, one more breath. Engage the core. If it's not really involved, bring it in. Inhale, let the hands lead again all the way back up. If you're doing that, hands to hips, step the right foot up. Again, pause. Notice the difference. Let's take a vinyasa. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Gonna get nice and warm. Inhale, lengthen. Hands come down, your choice for push-up, cat-cow, or feel free to just step back to down dog or child's pose. Taking 3 to 5 good breaths. Pressing through thumb and first finger. And spinning the biceps forward and out as you press into thumb and first finger. So there's an external rotation in the biceps, but an internal rotation in the forearms. Follow your in-breath, lifting heels, look forward, step or hop, land lightly, reach heart. Exhale, fold. Inhale all the way up. Pause again, Samasthiti, just a nice deep breath. Let's take our left foot back behind us for a wide-legged forward fold, turning to the left, feet open quite wide. Your legs lengthen a little more. Lift the heart. Lead with the heart flat back as you come forward, maybe just halfway. Hands to shins or ground or block if you have them. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, forward fold. You may start to walk the hands under the body if that's there for you. If not, just staying in your half forward fold is enough. Getting that stretch in the legs and the back. Deep, even breaths. Follow your in-breath, come up halfway, engage core, hands to hips. Exhale, inhale, come all the way up. From here, bring the feet in a little bit closer, and we'll turn the right toes forward, open arms to T, bend into your front knee. Getting, again, that knee right over the ankle. Strong back leg, looking forward, soft gaze. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Virabhadrasana, be soft gaze, right past the tip of the nose, past the tip of the fingers. It's right out there in space. Try to even it out if you're kind of leaning forward or leaning back. Back foot nice and strong, engaged. Inhale, straighten the front leg, pivot and turn the feet. Warrior two, other side. Bending into that other knee, getting it stacked again. And stacking the spine, so stacking the joints in general. So ankle, knee, and the joints of the spine. Continue with your breath in and out the nose. Another good breath. Straighten that front leg, and we'll turn feet forward, bring the hands to the hips, and turn the toes to point toward the outer edges, outer corners of your mat for goddess or straddle. There's a couple names for this one. When you're ready, we're gonna, again, try to keep the knees stacked over the ankle and sit down into a big squat. From here, arms to T, right elbow under for eagle arms. So you're gonna wrap the arms, hands may come together or to shoulders, and do your best, just try to sit back and down. So the knees again are stacked over the ankles-ish. You're gonna send the knees back to open inner thighs and squeeze, hug the elbows into the chest. Nice soft gaze. Use the core. On the in-breath, straighten the legs, arms, reach up, left elbow under, other side with the arms, and one more time, straddle pose. About 5 good breaths in and out the nose, use the core. You're slightly tucking, not exactly tucking the hips under, but pointing the tail down. So we're not pressing the hips forward at all, just straightening the low back a little bit, pulling the low belly in. And again, opening the inner thighs by sending the knees a little bit back. Nice deep breath. Let's do 2 more. On the in-breath, straighten the legs, arms reach up. We're going to pivot to the right and bring the hands all the way down for a push-up. So framing that right foot, sending it back, coming to plank, into chaturanga. Into up dog, inhale. Exhale, down dog, child's pose. Take a rest wherever that is for you. Recenter, get that breath again. Let's take another side plank. So feet can come together, or you can set your right knee down, coming forward, turning to the right side, opening the arm up. If you're going for another level here in your side plank and you want to pick up your left leg, you can grab the big toe, send it out. I'm not going to do that one today, but tree pose, maybe. So the other variation would be a big toe posture. You can take lotus here. There's a lot of different things you can do in your side plank. You can just kick that leg out. Your left arm can go into side angle, or you can continue to just reach it up. When you're ready, we'll switch sides. Other side. So remember, you can always set that left knee down. For support, you can also come to forearm instead of the hand. So again, maybe kicking right leg, maybe grabbing the toe, sending that foot up if that's your variation you want to do. I'm going to do a tree today. Eventually, you may be looking up, carefully coming out, back to one more chaturanga if you would like, or skip it. Kind of a power flow class today. Warming and hopefully strength building and energizing. Big breath. Let's come to child's pose. And regroup for a moment. One more big breath. From here, let's come on into all fours, like a little cat-cow, if you haven't yet taken that. Forward and back or side to side, or any creative variations that feel good. From here, let's do our side plank with the kickstand. Again, if you did that already, you're going to take that right shin behind you. And this time, we want to have that knee down. We're going to take our bow variation if you'd like. So you can just repeat if you've been doing this variation with the kickstand, where you can kick out, you can stay here, or bend the knee, reach back for the ankle or the foot. Start to open the heart toward the top of the mat. Eventually the gaze goes up that direction. Kick back into your hand. If you're in a side bow, half side bow. Breathe in and out the nose the entire time. Deep, even breaths. Inhale, extend leg and arm. Set that left foot down. Inhale, come all the way up to stand for gate latch pose. So left leg straight, right knee down, inhale, and just tip on the side, left hand to left leg, right arm reaches up. Again, you can take a side angle with that right arm if you want to reach up and over, or just stick with reaching straight up. Eventually, maybe gaze goes up. Breathe, breathe, breathe. When you're ready, bring that right hand back down, left hand down, other side. So left knee and shin turns back. Right leg extends. So any variations here that are appropriate for you right now. So if you'd like to kick the leg and or reach back for ankle into bow. So again, instead of looking up, the head and neck go parallel with the ground. Kicking back into the hand, opening the heart over the front of the mat. Breathe, breathe, breathe. One more good breath. Inhale, open out. Right foot goes back down. Exhale. Inhale, come all the way up, standing up on knee and foot. Inhale, exhale. Right hand, right leg, left arm up. A few good breaths here. Keep working the core, bring it in on the exhales. Follow the in breath, come back up, arms to T, left hand down on the exhale. Right hand down, optional, push up again, or just back to child's pose or down dog. Take a big breath, wherever you land. Follow your in breath again, come on up to all fours, into down dog. Let's walk the dog, bring the hands back to the feet. Coming into maybe a rag doll or any other forward fold variations. You can hold on to elbows and hang, maybe rock. Or you can hold on to the backs of the legs. Or repeat grabbing toes, standing on hands. Just take some breaths here, let the spine get long and traction. From here, coming all the way up, either a flat spine or rolling up, arms hang, head comes up last. Rolling up through the spine. And pausing here, again, bringing the feet together just for a nice deep breath. So from here, let's take the hands to hips. Nope, let's bring them to the heart and step the right foot forward. Warrior 3. So you're just going to ground that right foot, engage the low belly, really bring it in. And from here, point the left toes. You're going to bring the weight over that front leg. Just point the left toes, reach the heart. Get as long as you can here from left toe to sternum to neck to crown. So reaching crown and toes away from each other. And then from here, starting to come forward. Eventually, maybe the torso parallel with the ground, maybe a little bit more of a back bend in the heart. So we're not rounding over the heart. We're lifting it toward the top of the mat. Gaze going toward the top of the mat. Breathe, reach back, reach forward. Get long, use that core. One more good breath. Step that left foot back, right foot back. Pause. Take extra breaths here. If you're ready, you're going to step that left foot forward, hands to heart again. And just bringing the knee right over the ankle again, stacking the joints, hip over those two, point left toes. Sorry, right toes. Get long, get long, get long. Reach back, reach forward. Deep, even breaths. Core, core, core. Come halfway down if you're going. If you haven't yet, you're there. Continue to breathe. Inhale, come back up. Right foot steps back, left foot steps back. Bring the hands down, or they can stay at the heart. Take a breath. From here, separate the feet again. And let's do that, interlace the fingers. One more time, open the chest. So just check in and see how it feels now. You can keep the feet together if you prefer for this one. Roll shoulders open, lift heart. And just breathing here. Hips press forward a little bit, maybe a lot. Depends on what you need. Lifting the heart again, the knuckles, send them down, or bring the hands away from the back. Breathe in and out the nose. Bring the hands back to the back. Separate the feet if they're not. And we're going to take a bend into the knees. Keep the hands, fingers interlaced, lift heart, and we're going to fold from here. Exhale. Inhale, lengthen neck. And then exhale, release it. And then from here again, hands can come up and overhead. Again, try to release the head, big bend in the knees or a little bend in the knees. When you are ready, bring the hands back to the low back, all the way down to the ground. We'll walk the dog. Bring the hands forward, optional push-up. Can just pause in down dog if you'd like. Come to that plank, into your chaturanga, into your up dog. Back to down dog. And from here, let's do our child's pose one more time, setting the knees down however you like, either together or wide or somewhere in the middle. Releasing the head. Option to rock, hips or head or both. When you are ready, following the in-breath to come up and make your way into a seat. And we'll take our legs forward, shaking the knees, lifting you a little bit, working the hips under and back behind you, taking the arms overhead, maybe a strap comes in here, exhale, forward fold, grabbing shins or big toes, or again, the strap around the feet, or outer edges of the feet if that feels good. Trying to keep that heart lifted. 3 more breaths. Soft gaze at the toes or the knees. And maybe coming forward a little bit, maybe staying up the whole time. Follow that in-breath, come on up into reverse plank. So you're gonna bring the hands behind you and feet stay together. We're gonna lift the hips, press the soles of the feet into the ground. If you need to, separate the feet for reverse tabletop instead, or reverse your plank when you're ready. Lift the hips, lift the heart. Try to send the soles of the feet to the ground. Let the head go up and back, hips lift up, breathe. 2 more. Lift up. 1 more. Slowly coming back down to your seat. Bringing the right heel in to the inner thigh. Inhale again, reach up. Here, maybe your strap again, forward fold over that long leg, or hands to the sides of the foot, sides of the shin. Soften the right knee. Lead the heart toward that second toe. Use the core to keep the lift. Follow your in-breath, come on up. We're gonna draw that knee up. Bring the right foot right beside the left knee or cross it over for a twist. So right hand comes behind, left arm goes up, inhale, and lengthen the sides of the waist. Exhale, twist, turn, sides of the waist, just from the waist. So your hand might be on the ground, but try to engage the core to take that turn, holding the front of the shin or crossing beyond the outside of the knee to contact the leg. Lift the heart and continue to work the twist from the obliques rather than the arms pulling. So you're lifting by engaging, right? The bandhas, the core. And as all of that is engaged, the shoulders can soften and we can turn. The neck can soften and turn while the low body is stable and engaged. Continue to breathe. So our low body becomes yin, our upper body becomes yang. Yin is that stable quality. Inhale, untwist. Right leg comes forward, left heel in, half forward fold. Sorry, it was a half butterfly. Inhale, lift, heart, exhale, fold. Five good breaths. Be with your breath in and out the nose. Again, the bandhas. And that whole core coming into support. And here's our kitty. Decided to join us. One more breath. Inhale, when it comes, come back up. And again, we'll bring the left knee up, left foot inside or outside of that right knee. Left hand behind. Inhale, again, right arm up. Exhale, engage core to turn. Holding the shin or crossing beyond the knee, elbow to the outside of the knee. Inhale, lift up. Both hips grounded. Right leg is still engaged. Two more breaths. Strong, stable base. The body finding that twist and action, coming out, inhale. And let's take the legs forward one more time. Again, shake the knees if you need to, or legs like that. We'll bring the soles of the feet together for butterfly, full butterfly. Gripping around the toes, maybe interlace fingers, holding the toes, in the basket of your hands. Inhale and lift heart and press the feet together as you maybe come forward. You might not come forward at all, just work the press of the feet and try to soften the knees wherever you are. You can also take kind of that actual butterfly action and just give a little movement into the hips. 3 more good breaths wherever you are. Follow the in-breath. If you're folded, come on up and bring the knees in together. And again, extending the legs forward, rolling legs in the hips like that, or again, shaking the knees. And let's take one more seated pose. We'll take a wide-legged forward fold. So you might want to turn sideways if you want a little padding under your heels, or just arrange that for yourself. Work the hips underneath and back again. So you can press into the ground, lift the hips and kind of scoot them back a little bit and under. Notice if my toes tend to fall in, so I try to keep them pointed just straight up. Hands behind to start, and this might be it for you. This is maybe a really good stretch already. Just inner thighs for sure for most of us. Lifting the heart, staying here, folding forward, walking hands forward. If you know where you're going, go for it. You don't have to wait for me. Hands can walk out in front or come to shins or big toes. Let's take some deep breaths here. And again, engaging the core, bringing all of that support in. Two more good breaths. Follow that in breath, come on up, bring the hands underneath the knees. And from here, cross-legged just for a moment. Pet the kitty. From here, cross-legged and folding forward. So we're gonna work the hips a little bit, or you can stack your front leg on top. So your shins are gonna be parallel with each other and the ground. That might be enough for you today. If you want more, you're gonna start to fold forward over those legs, either cross-legged or stacked. So in either case, you've got kind of a triangle situation in between the legs. That space there is creating a triangle. And again, taking some nice deep breaths in and out the nose. A little more sedentary, so continue to engage core, work with breath, stay present. Remember your intention. Two more breaths. Notice where you feel the stretch. Follow your in-breath, come on up. From here, if you can stay where you are, start to turn. So you're going to inhale, lift up, and turn to the right. And just keep the hips grounded. Take a breath, inhale, tall spine, exhale, twist. Your left hand can come to your right knee if you would like to do that, or stay at the left knee. Inhale to untwist, we'll twist the other way. Take another breath, inhale. Exhale, pull that core in, and right hand to left knee or right knee, just to turn open to the side. One more breath here. Inhale, come back, and we'll switch the legs. So anything you need in between that, if you need to stretch out a little bit before you go to the next side. So cross-legged, maybe if Feet are totally on the ground, and your other leg, the awkward side, probably is in front or on top. If you're doing double pigeon or fire log, it's got a few names. Inhale, this might be plenty for you. If your top knee is way up high, you can put a pillow or something in there if you do need that. You don't have to have anything there. It's okay if it's up really high, and just stay there and work with that. Otherwise, fold it forward if you're ready. And again, just take those nice deep breaths. Continue to work with the core. Hands can be out in front of you. Two more breaths. Find that inhale and follow it. Lift the body back up, and we'll take our twist again. Inhaling again and exhaling, pull the core and turn to the right. Roll the right shoulder open, roll the left shoulder open. Eventually, maybe looking over that right shoulder. Notice how far the eyes can go within the head and within the sockets of the eyes. And stretching even the eyes. Follow the in-breath to untwist. Exhale, inhale. When you're ready, tall spine, exhale, twist. Other side. Roll left shoulder open, roll right shoulder open, core. On the exhale to lift up and twist. Follow your in-breath, come on back, and we'll bring the knees again side by side to come all the way down to the ground. You can come down slow if you like to add a little bit of core. Take your time, maybe a 10 count. Count to yourself. Hold for a little bit longer. And we'll say that's 2 and 1. And let that go. Come all the way down onto the back for the first time in our class today. Pause here. From here, give a little rock to the feet. You can start to just bring some movement in, and then bend up the knees when you're ready. Soles of the feet come close to the bottom of the body. Reach down, maybe you touch your heels or ankles. Set up for bridge pose. 2 rounds when you're ready. Working the shoulders up and under the body. And from here, pressing into heels, lifting up bottom to top, away from the ground, puffing the heart, lifting the heart up by, again, drawing the shoulders under. If it works for you to interlace fingers underneath the body, or grabbing for ankles, or just keeping the arms straight down like train tracks. Press down into the ground with the forearms as well. Option to lift the heels up off the ground. One more good breath. Press down into the ground wherever you are contacting to lift up. And bringing hands to sides, release spine, top to bottom. And pause here, feet wide, knees in. Take a breath. One more round when you're ready. So other variations, again, you can do what you just did. You can reach for ankles if that's there for you, if your arms are super long. You can take the arms overhead, or you can work into your full wheel. So starting to lift the spine, hands come right beside the head, fingers point toward your feet in that direction and pressing up onto maybe just the top of the head today. Or maybe not at all. Just repeat your bridge if you're going for it. Top of the head, and then eventually lifting all the way up. Deep, deep breath. Two more. If you're in that full wheel, tuck the chin back of the head down first. Hands to sides and releasing spine, top to bottom. Pause here. Big breath. Let's take the legs straight down just for a moment. Flat back. And then bring the knees in, holding around shins. And giving a rocker circle and or drawing the head up, nose toward the knees, landing in like your rabbit or your cat, and really giving that round knees, forehead to knees as possible. And carefully coming back. Back of the head on the ground, soles of the feet on the ground. Take a twist to finish up, arms to T, hips shift to the left, and the knees come to the right. And any variations you like, wrapping legs, extending legs. I'm just taking some time here, breathing in and out the nose. Eventually the head may turn to the left. Be with your breath here. You can work the bandhas in as well to help support the stretch in the back and the hips. Take 5 more breaths. When you are ready, engaging the core, bringing the knees back through center. And pausing for a moment if you need it, shifting the hips over to the right side when you're ready for the next side. Gently bringing knees to the left. And again, any variations with the legs wrapped or extended. Eventually, again, looking to the right. So looking the opposite direction, the knees are pointing. In general, when we do our twists, turning the bottom of the spine one way, turning the top of the spine the other way. Like wringing a washcloth through the middle of the spine, then the body and the belly, the organs are getting a nice massage just from the tension that we're creating by twisting and breathing. So toning the organs as well. Again, when you're ready, bringing the knees back. If you'd like more time, stay a little bit longer. And from here, option again to take the knees in. Any kind of variations with that, nose toward knee or just head on the ground. And then bringing the soles of the feet together for butterfly on back. And resting right here. If you prefer, the legs can go straight down for that kind of classical shape, Shavasana. if you're comfortable in that butterfly shape, feel free to stay there and just rest. Be present with your breath. You can let the breath work go, however, any of that deep inhaling in and out the nose, you can just release and just come to your natural breath. Might be kind of shallow, and that's fine. And whatever shape you find yourself in, letting yourself just sink down, be with the presence of your physical, emotional, mental, energetic self, all of it as you, all levels together, relaxing into a soft belly and back, soft jaw and hands. And just inviting more softness into any areas in the body that are still turned on and anticipating action, movement, or the next thing. And just bringing some softness there, some rest. Noticing your breath as it comes and goes, your heartbeat, and again, just the presence of you and your body and your awareness, and some gratitude for all of that. As we take a nice deep breath in, again, filling up the body and adding some movements, some stretches, some shifts. Generally bringing the knees in, turning to the side, or coming up to your seat, however you like. You can pause on your side or just bring the knees in. Pressing up to your seat. Just turning inward, watching the breath just for 3 breaths. Bring your palms in together, and again, with the teeth, we'll close with our breath. Inhale and exhale. Namaste. Thank you so much.